On the stick. Cougar 19.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now McNair. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's McNair.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now McNair off the play fake. Rolling to his left. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This is Hines. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now McNair. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. On 4th down, McNair. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
They'll try to run with Hines. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this...
And he's in! Touchdown, Eagles! Nyheim Hines, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready?
They begin the drive with Johnson. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Throwing is Hurts.
He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Here's Hines. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw, McNair. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants.
Justin Jefferson.
64 yards.
And the Giants are back within a score.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. It's McNair. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They'll try and throw for it here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's McNair. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
From the gun, here's McNair. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. McNair. This one caught by Kittle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. McNair to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
On second down, McNair.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half.
Takes it at the 7.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On first down, Hurts. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and it almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Hurts. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Come on. Hey. Alert.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Back to throw. McNair. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now it's Hines. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, McNair. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, McNair. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown from 21 yards away.
And the Eagles will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Now Patterson to start the drive. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a...
say if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
Right out of the gates, here's Smith. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. From the 22, Smith. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. From his linebacker spot, that's Derek Brooks with a sack. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46.
To about the 48-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From just shy of midfield, Smith. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and that'll make it 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to... First down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Now Herbert following the turnover. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's Herbert.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have the Panthers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. On 1st and 10, Herbert. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Again, it's McCoy. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Ready? Come back in! Come back in!
Now Gino on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Smith. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now McCoy. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. LaShawn McCoy. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And that nearly intercepted.
Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert.
On Herbert, his third interception.
Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Smith. And able to find Alan Lazard.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
They'll fake it. Now Smith.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Smith on 3rd down. Looking deep now for McCoy. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Offense tried to get a little slick there and sneak the back out of the backfield and turn him into the primary deep receiver. But it's good coverage defensively. They were able to break it up.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. The final shot here before break. Smith.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3.
Well, now how about this return? And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. The gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
They'll run it again with Henry.
Down to the 42, 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level. Make sure that block.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They snap it to Herbert, going for the deep ball. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Kyle Juszczyk, 39 yards.
And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a give to McCoy running left. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
53 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The Smith's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Geno now to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, Smith. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Now an inside give to McCoy. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Throwing now is Geno. On the move to his left. This will be caught at about the 6. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And McCoy is going to be stopped up short. He didn't get it. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
A big one coming for kicker Eddie Pinheiro.
This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance of the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Herbert. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Play action. It's Herbert. Steps away. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Herbert to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
This will go to Henry out wide.
So he stopped for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Herbert.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, 3rd and goal.
Now Herbert. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick.
So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone, so they could use something here on 3rd down. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Eagles send out their punter now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Herbert going to throw.
And he wisely will throw that one away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play, because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
The distance was never the question there, but he gets a friendly bounce to carry that thing through the uprights.
Yeah, and when you're trying to hit from 50-plus, you got to expect the ball's going to slide one way or the other. So he's pretty fortunate there that he's able to bank this one in.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Taken from about the 12.
And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
And he got it. He splits the uprights from 50 yards out. And the Eagles are going to win the football game.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.